Bonus, look who I got in the building today. My boy Dio, Uncle Doc in the building. What's good, Dio?
What's going on? What's good, peoples?
That's up. Yo, finally get you on the staircase, man. Chop it up with you. First question I want to ask, man. What you want to tell to them youngest, man, that be in and out of prison and all that, man? Like, what's the advice you give to them, man?
Well, the advice I can give to them young brothers that's out there doing what they're doing. Prison is not a game, and people, don't think that it's all right to be there. Because trust me, it's not all right to be in there. I don't care about all the freedom they say you're going to think you have in there. You ain't got no freedom in there. You meet a lot of friends. You meet people from all over the world. You meet people from every part of New York City, upstate, downstate. But where you at when you meet all these people? Confined to a square cell. So for my advice to the young brothers, leave it alone, man. You don't need to be there. Be successful out here in the world, in these streets. Be successful in that. We ain't got to be successful in no penitentiary.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So why you think, like, with this hip hop in the streets, why jail is so glorified, man?
Well, I think hip hop. I'm not a big hip hop fan. I'm an R&B type of person, really. But I think hip hop is good music, but it's the way the music is being presented to these young kids and everything. Like, you're telling life stories about people's lives and everything, and people being aggressive, and them beats, it be coming, extending from all that. That's the way I see it, that the beats people be having. Because if you can make money saying the things you say and get paid for it, it shouldn't be no animosity and misunderstanding and another brother doing the same thing. I mean, you're making money. That's what you want to do, make money. It should never escalate to where they gotta be wanting to kill each other. Not over words on wax, So, hip hop, it's beautiful though. But,
What's one thing you'll change about hip hop?
All the beats with the fighting and the killings. I would change that. I'd always encourage the brothers, drop them jewels, get that paper, but don't let that keep you focused to where you're getting these misunderstandings about how you're getting your paper,
And since I got you here, you're an older cat, can you explain to them how, like, back in the days, how before hip hop really took off to where it is now? Like, how was it like when it first started? Was it as big as it is now?
Well, when hip hop first started, I was incarcerated. I was in the penitentiary when it started. But, back in the days of the 70s, we used to have basement parties and everything, We listened to fast music, the funk, the Commodores, Sly, Slave. We had mad songs that we danced to and had fun. And it always was those little misunderstandings back then. You in a party having a good time with the black light, you're doing your thing. Females, the sisters looking beautiful, the brothers, dressed decent. Back in the days, the fashion was the fashion, but it was still those little misunderstandings, But it didn't escalate to nobody pulling out no gun or nothing like that back in the days. It was straight up knuckle game, If you could fight, you could fight. There's a lot of brothers back then, they fought, They dealt with them situations like that. And then you came around the next day and said, yo, what's up? Oh, yeah, that's what you call them over there, yeah. And you just had a fight that day before with him. But it wasn't like, I'm going to get him. There's too many buildings. We grew up in a project, 22 buildings.
Right.
I've been from 1 to 22 my whole time living in these projects. I went from 1 to 22 because I was fair with everybody, People always going to label you as this and that. But you got to live with it and deal with it. But you also got to remember in your own self and to yourself. You got to be respectful and respect people and be yourself. Because when I was young, I was myself then, like I am today. I was myself. I had a lot of battles out here, and I know people know, but I'm the man I was then. I'm just an older man, and I'm more respectful and give more respect to people. Because that's how you're going to live and keep your life right.
Definitely. So when you think that went from fighting to the guns, like in the 80s?
Well, it was gunplay in the 70s too. Don't get it wrong. It was gunplay. It's been gunplay forever. See what I'm saying? But I think the gunplay got out of hand like it is. It got more rapid and everything because, they hit. It was a time in the 70s when the marijuana was the shit. It was here.
Right.
All that was here. So you just had to adapt to it. Either you got involved with it and did what you had to do, and the gunplay just escalated more because now it's like you don't have to fight nobody. It's more easier now to get in a misunderstanding over bullshit too. That's the thing that hurt me the most about it. Because you can get in a misunderstanding over some petty ass shit and then you kill a motherfucker.
Right.
Or a motherfucker kill you.
And ain't no turning back from that.
Right. Your life will be miserable from then on.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm all about peace with brothers, Don't get it wrong. I'm peaceful. That's all. I just want to live my life and be happy and want that for others in life. That's all I want, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
We here to live, we put on this earth. We came to this earth to live, you know what I'm saying? To live, not to be happy in things, you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be happy in a lot of things, Just got to be smart about things in this world.
Yeah,
because a lot of people walk around here quick-tempered. What I mean by quick-tempered is you might say something and it's going to rub the wrong way. And if it's rubbing the wrong way, and he ain't intelligent enough to say, yo, the hell with it, and move on so his life could be better, he might not be that type of person, though. He might be that person like, yo, what you talking about? See what I'm saying? Back in the 70s, that would go down like that. Yo, what you talking about? Yo, what's up? You do your knuckles up. You start swinging the blows with the hands. That ain't happening today, brothers.
Yeah.
Not today, brothers.
Everybody got a gun now. It's like, gun is easy to get in a pair of sneakers now.
Like I said, it extends for everything. When it become easy to get, more people adapt to it.
Yeah, it's true.
It was easy to get marijuana, more people started smoking.
Same thing with the crack era.
The crack epidemic came, you know what I mean? I came home, I couldn't believe people was walking around like really zombies. That shit fucked me up.
Yeah.
And back in the days, I smoked weed and drank beer, liquor. I came home, I was like, what? So I knew that drug wasn't fit for me. Not the life I had just lived. I was like, nah, that ain't fit for nobody like me.
Could you just explain to people, because we was around, I was young then, but you older people, could just explain to them how messed up it was out here when I got crack hit, man? It was, oh my God.
Well,
zombie land, man.
Well, like I said, when I came home from prison, it was already full blown because it came in the 80s. I got back in the 90s.
Right.
So when I got back, it was already where it was at, and it was terrible. And, I just stayed away from it. And what helped me stay away from it, believe it or not, a lot of people can't explain to people sometimes what guided them in the right direction. But I'm one of them brothers can tell you what guided me in the right direction. I'm 66 years old. I came home, I was 30-something years old. I went to jail when I was 17. When I came home, I met young brothers. I met Mick, Dog, all the brothers on this side. I met the brothers from all other side of the building, and they was good brothers. And they guided me in the way, the direction that I am today.
Yeah.
I would see all my friends that was my age, indulging in what they was indulging in, and that was their life, and it was all cool and everything. I still gave them that respect because I knew them all my life. But I just didn't stoop that low to indulge in it. I stayed around young, intelligent brothers that was young. I'm talking about when I came home, these brothers was only 14 years old. I came home, I was 37 years old, but I hung around them with 14 to 15 and 16 years old. It's a lot of them, I can name a lot of them. But we be here all day because it's from building 1 to 22.
Right.
Those are the brothers that guided me in the right way. That's why I respect everybody in these projects. I don't care about none of that other stuff. I respect them because I grew up here, I left here, I came back here, and when I grew up here first, I was indulging in some stupid ass stuff with brothers that was just like, didn't give a fuck, and that kept me in trouble. I came home, I dealt with brothers that didn't get the stupid stuff, didn't have you out there acting all wild and crazy, have you out there fighting, arguing, beefing with niggas over nothing. Yo, yeah, this nigga, this nigga, that. Yo, what's up, nigga? You got a problem? Blah, 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 blah. I wasn't around the type of brothers no more. It wasn't about fighting and destroying, being destructive of one another. That's why I love y'all little young brothers out here, man. Because you smart, you intelligent. Just use it.
And I want to say something, man, that stuck with me. I remember this was about a year or two ago. We was at a funeral. I'm not going to say no names or nothing. And you pointed to me. You said, look around. Everybody that's your age and older is beat up, bodies beat up, walking with canes, looking beat up. And you said it. That's what all the ones who was indulging back in the days. And they didn't want to, do what's right as far as their body, mind, and soul. And now they paying for it. And those are them lessons that when I was young, I stood away because I listened to my elders. When my elders tell me something ain't good for me, it ain't good for me. And now that I get to look around and see, I'm glad I listened. Because I see the results of those who didn't listen.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I said everybody got their own mind. You just got to use it the right way. Because I listened. I came home and listened to y'all. I was older than all y'all.
Right.
I played football with y'all, with equipment, without no equipment, basketball. Used to go to the center. God bless the dead. Rest in peace, my girl, Bob. Used to go to the center every day, Monday through Friday. That was I would hang out. And see, that's what kept me from going back to them penitentiaries. See, all that community love. See what I'm saying? It's community love, and it comes from everywhere. Young kids, older kids, the medium teenagers, community love. That's where it comes from. Back in them days, we had community love.
Yes.
I remember back in the days, Bundles, our parents used to sit outside in front of the buildings, tent patrol, with the blue New York housing jackets.
Yep.
Playing cards with the telephone and drinking coffee and all that.
And making sure we do the right thing.
All the kids on the benches playing, because you had the freedom to play and walk around and everything. But every building had it. So whatever building you was hanging out in front of and doing a little mischief stuff and everything, them parents was right there saying, cut it out, sit down on that bench. Or they might say, you don't even live over here. I'm gonna go ahead and make this phone call and call over to building 1. Tell your parents you over here in building 20.
Yeah.
That was the beauty of the community. But now nobody wanna sit out and stand in front of no buildings at all. Why? Because here come them slugs everywhere. All that's going on, you know what I mean? And you really can't do nothing about it, because the people that say they want to do something about it, they the ones causing the problems too. If you want to get down to it, them police, oh my God, ridiculous, you know what I'm saying?
We're going to say that for another episode.
Yeah, we will.
Definitely going to have you on here again.
Yeah, we can say that.
We're going to say another one, man.
Yeah, because it's a lot of confusion.
we're going next episode, we're going to get Uncle Dio, man. We're going to talk about the police and all that other stuff he about to break down. But we're going to say that for the next one. Stay tuned. We're going to give a rest in peace to Joaquina, man.
Yes, indeed.
Rest in peace, man.
Love you. From the bottom of my heart. You my baby. You know, I'm one of them brothers that remember her from in 75, 76. I'm one of them.
Okay.
Trust me. I know all my life out here. You know, like I said, when I went away, I came back. Her love was right there from the heart with me always. Right there still. That's why mine is there for her. Love you, Wild. I'll miss you forever, baby.
That's right. Staircase Talk with your boy Bundles. We're going to come back with another episode with Uncle Dio, but we're going to wrap this one up. Salute. Appreciate you, Unc. You already.
Love y'all. My peace, fam.